Car is packed, black box, bag, my purse, a little flower for photo ops, ready to roll. Welcome to Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent. I'm Renee with Keller Williams Realty, and we're going to do a video of what is going on in the day of the life of a real estate agent. So there is a yard sale there. Someone's pulled out in front of me. So anyway, we'll get going. Traveling the roads of Sussex County, Delaware today. It's 88 degrees, and it's a beautiful day in July. It's not too humid, which is nice. I think it's going to get humid though, I think. We're going to head over to a listing appointment, and that seller also wants to buy a home locally. They're just looking to downsize. And then we have a bunch of showing appointments today as well with different buyers with a different family. So all of that had a lot of preparation, and I'm going to talk about preparation as I did some little prep clip before leaving today. But it's all about preparation and making sure you're prepared. So more to come as we travel. We'll see where our next stop is. I have a few things in the car to help with listing photos, and I may stop at a local store and grab a couple more things. What I wanted to say about the day in the life of a real estate agent is, as we go through the day with all that we have to do, there was a lot of preparation that took place yesterday. There is a whole folder here for the listing and for the buy side. There's my documents that I keep. There's the listing agreement, and then we have all the documents for the showings that are going to take place. Save per with any car. No. There we go. My bank just alerted me that Rural Farms took out $100. Don't think we'll need that much gas. All right, under $75, so no receipt needed for tax purposes. Let's go. So at this point in the video, I did lose my audio because I plugged my phone into the car to charge, and with doing that, it routed my audio to the car and did not pick up any of my recording from here on out. So that's one of the woes of being a YouTuber, is you oftentimes have issues. So at this point in my video, I was going on about while I was traveling and while I was in the store, I had some texts and I had some phone calls, some things that, some other clients that had contacted me. And those other clients, one had wanted to look at another house on Monday evening, and another client that is planning to come into town in the next weekend or so had some questions about a house she wanted to look at. So that very exciting stuff, but there's always constant flow, and that's what you want. So always people reaching out, and you take your time to address them when you get a chance. So we'll continue on. This part of the video, I talked about hydration and how it's important to have in your car something to drink, being prepared again with something to drink and snacks. If you don't get a chance to stop and eat, make sure you have snacks with you. And then as you're hydrating, make sure you plan for bathroom breaks, but stay hydrated. I talk a little bit too about being prepared, as I've mentioned before, but it's important to do that so that when changes do take place at the last minute, it doesn't stress you out. You're able to accept those changes a little bit better because you're better prepared, and it's not so much going on. It's just that one little change that pops up, and you can easily handle it. The other thing is that when you're traveling, and I think I was mentioning this here, is to make sure you look at a map beforehand. You get the overall picture, because sometimes whether you're using Waze or Google Maps, it could lead you to the wrong place. So if you have a sense of where you're going already by preparing to see where you're going, if you're going to some place that you're unfamiliar with, then you know that maps might not be leading you in the right direction, and you can quickly turn that around. Saves you a little bit of time, a little bit of aggravation. So more pro tips there. So at this point in the video, I had just finished the listing appointment. The listing appointment was at 1 o'clock. I got there a few minutes prior, and at this point in time for the video, it is now just a few minutes to 4. So that whole appointment took 3 hours. Took a little longer because in this case, the sellers were also going to be purchasing a home after they sold their home, so there was a lot of moving parts to put together with them and to make sure we were all on the same page. But in that 3-hour time span, I was able to get a price point going, get the listing agreement signed, get all the disclosures were done with the clients, and all the pictures were done. So now I just need to input all that information into the MLS and make the listing active. So I'll do that later tonight, tomorrow, and get it active by tomorrow. At this point in time, now I'm off to my next appointment, which is a different family, to show them a home that they're looking to buy. So we're headed on our first stop of 7, and the appointment for the first showing was at 4 o'clock, and it was about 5 minutes to 4, so I was headed there so that I could be on time for that. So timing is everything. So at this point, we had looked at 5 homes. The buyers made some last minute changes to what they decided they want to see. We had scheduled 7. We looked at 5. We eliminated 2. One was just a drive-by for them for a new lot for new construction. And then we added 1. So all in all, it ended up being 5 homes that we showed. I think I finished just before 7 p.m. The night I'll finish out with giving some feedback to the listings that we did show, and responding to anything that's pertinent as far as texts and emails and phone calls that came through while I was out. And also something fun that came through was an offer on one of my listings. So I'll follow up with that tomorrow and get that situated with the sellers, get the listing appointment from today situated with getting it active and responding, and then also scheduling an appointment for tomorrow for a different buyer that wants to see a home. So progress keeps moving forward.